Hey folks, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Civilization 6. We are continuing with our daily runs today, but we're going to shake things up with a pretty zany map. I'm going to be playing on a desert planet. I'm going to accomplish this by using the Got Lakes map mod, which allows me to go through all of the different properties for seed generation and modify them. I'm going to make this as dry and arid as possible, even banning certain types of tiles like grass, plains, marsh, jungles, snow and ice. Nothing but desert as far as the eye can see. There is going to be a little bit of water, some rivers, some lakes and oases, but not a lot. I thought about making this into basically an Arrakis game, but I'm not sure how the AI will handle having basically no fresh water at all, so we'll leave a little bit, but it's not going to be much. Now, I've done a couple of quick test games to verify that this map configuration works, and I can say that this is going to be absolute pain. So knowing that, we need to pick a leader that is going to actually work well in the desert and be thematically appropriate. John Curtin with Australia actually wouldn't be a bad choice. The outback stations are quite good if you can get to that point. Believe it or not, the Inca might actually be one of the best civs for this. But the other good choices are going to come down to Mali. And of course, I am thinking of none other than Mansa Musa with his extremely good international trade routes, and also Sundiata Keita, who is pretty good at getting great people and great works of writing for extra value. But both of those characters enjoy some excellent desert bonuses as Mali. I think we're going to try playing as Sundiata Keita. I think that's going to be fine. As far as my opponents, I want desert-appropriate characters, so they have to be based in, Africa, the Middle East, or maybe Australia as well. So let's go ahead and pick our roster. So that is going to be Nubia, Egypt, Persia, Phoenicia, Samaria, Australia, and Arabia. I thought about putting Babylon into this game, but to be honest, he's going to screw up the pacing too much. I'm tired of Babylon, so we'll ignore him. All right, Godspeed, everyone. Let's begin. Okay, how do we feel about this start? We got a river, we have some fish, we've got some ivory and some incense for early luxuries, some sheep, oases within immediate range. I can work with this start, I think. All right, we'll just go ahead and settle right in place. So why is Sundiata a god-tier character in the desert? Let's take a look at those abilities. So the personal ability here is going to be having cheaper great people to buy with gold, and also markets get great writing slots, and those writing works are going to get extra gold in production. Kind of okay, does mean we have a little bit of an incentive to veer towards some culture, but it's not absolutely crucial. The Mali benefits, on the other hand, are phenomenal. Songs of the Jelly, city centers are going to gain faith and food for every adjacent desert and desert hills tile, which is pretty much everything. Mines get less production, but they do get 4 gold, and that's actually a fair trade because 1 production is worth approximately 4 gold for every other civ. But this does get better, you'll see. We can also purchase commercial hub district buildings with faith, and we have cheaper production towards constructing buildings or units to offset the pain of less production. But that gold here, that's where it's going to pair up beautifully with our unique commercial hub district. Units, buildings, and districts are cheaper to purchase with gold and faith in this city. So this actually changes up the ratio a bit, where gold is actually preferable to production for most cases. We want to make as much money as Mali as is possible. Now, from some test games, I can say that barbarians on this map are absolutely brutal to the highest degree, because production is pretty much non-existent, which means getting any military units is very, very difficult. So, unlike going for my usual startup with things like a scout, I'm actually going to be going for a slinger, and we'll do some exploring that way, but I'm going to keep things relatively tight-knit. This is not a great map for exploration for me. I might be a little bit cowardly there, but that's kind of how I feel. We can go for animal husbandry first. I do want to go for early astrology in this game, though, because my hope is we can get ourselves a religion going very, very early on. Religion, in fact, is non-negotiable. See, that special commercial hub that I was talking about? That's an okay bonus, I suppose. That special commercial hub I was talking about is going to pair up extra adjacency bonuses with holy sites. Plus, with desert folklore, there actually are some pretty good desert abilities with our religion. So it just makes sense. We really want to get a religion as quickly as we can. You'll understand more about why later. Notice how quickly we're growing, by the way, even though this is a truly horrific start. Because I've got, that special ability as Mali, everything is desert, so I'm getting 6 extra food, plus I'm getting 6 faith. Not bad. Whoop, we met somebody. Nazca! Oh, you are kidding. This is actually phenomenal for me. So now we're getting even more faith. The suzerain bonus lets us get Nazca lines, which can be done in the desert. Holy crap! Okay, this actually might be game-changing right here. We need to become the suzerain of Nazca as quickly as possible. This is one of the only city-states in the game that can actually turn desert tiles into something useful. Let's go ahead and kill off this scout. Nobody likes you. Let's go to our Pantheon, get the desert folklore. So here's why this is good. Holy Site districts get +1 faith from adjacent desert tiles. This means that pretty much anywhere on this planet, a Holy Site is going to be worth a +6. Very few exceptions. This pairs up amazingly with work ethic as a religious belief, which gives you a production bonus equal to your faith adjacency bonus. So if we pick this up and we get a religion very quickly, we would be able to get a +6 faith, +6 production holy site for each of our cities almost every single time. That is so stinking good in a map where we have no production. So I've got to go with this. If we had floodplains, I think Lady of the Reeds and Marshes could have also been a good option with the oases and the desert floodplains, but I don't have any of those, so I'm going to go with no. Let's get the desert folklore. Also, remember, we have discounts on purchasing things with faith if we have our special commercial hub. So, like, having really good faith generation from things like desert folklore also ends up being pretty good for us. Another goody hut. Well, Kalukale, fortuitous day. Let's get a builder! Population. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. Would have loved to get a builder, though. It's gonna take me a while to have one of those. Let's go ahead and start learning about astrology. It's gonna take me 12 turns. That is fine. Would have loved to find a natural wonder, but we're not gonna get lucky there, it seems. Do I go for more military units or scouts, or do I go straight for a builder here because I really want to improve a few tiles? I'm gonna go for the builder. This might be a risky play, but I'm going to do it because I can upgrade at least the sheep and the ivory to get some extra production, and then maybe place down a mine in order to get some extra gold production, or we could possibly get irrigation and get the incense up and running for a luxury. Or actually, you know what? There's horses down here. Hello. That also works. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's what I want. Hello. I see a scout just spawned. There's a camp. I knew it. Oh, but there's somebody else over here. Hold on. We need to meet them. Who did we meet? We met La Venta, another religious city-state. Unexpected. Okay. Builders can make colossal heads? Only good for rainforests. You're useless. You can die. For our government, we have no need for God King. I've already got a Pantheon faster than I think anyone else did. Let's get the discipline and the extra production. Every single bit helps at this point. This scout will probably detect me, but we should be able to kill off this camp. I'm going to wait and hopefully the city-state weakens it one more time, then we can finish it off and get the gold. Oh, wait, natural wonder. Aye! Okay, hang on, we got Pititi, or Paititi. What does this do? Gold and culture for adjacent tiles. The city that owns a tile gets extra gold and trade routes. Oh my god! And we also get the boost for astrology, too. And political philosophy. Who did we meet? Muscat. Okay, we get some gold. Cool. I like this. Extra amenities with commercial hubs. Oh my gosh, we're getting really, really, really good city-states here. Between Nazca and Muscat, that's all I really care about. This is great. If I can settle up here, I 100% will do that. And we do get our builder. Let's get the horses going first for the strategics in case we meet somebody and we want to make friends. And up in the capital, it's time to go for the holy site. Where am I going to place it? Great question. Probably one of these two tiles, because I really want to place it next to the capital, and I want to have a commercial hub along a river. So it could be either one of these tiles, doesn't really matter too much. I guess we'll just pick this one and go. Notice it is a +6. Very strong. Another goody hut. I'm shocked we're finding any, to be honest. I'm actually surprised we haven't met any other players. I'm not unhappy about it, but I am surprised to get it. Okay, I think this slinger is dead no matter what we do. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the camp, and then take my shot. Might as well. Let's go ahead and get bronze working. No, we probably want to work directly towards currency now that I think about it. We've already got a boost towards writing, so we might as well start making a run for it. Maybe we get it right away, maybe we don't, I don't know. But the point is, we need to be getting ourselves those commercial hubs. They are absolutely critical to the success of this game. Literally, everything comes down to getting my holy sites and my commercial hubs up and running as quickly as possible. The faster we do that, the more likely we have a chance at winning the game. And to be clear, it's not even a very good chance, all right? We're very much up against the wall here. I guarantee you that the other players are already up to like 30 or 40 science and culture right now. Even though they should have no production to work with, somehow, I know they will because the AI cheats. That's why I don't feel bad taking a desert-specialized civ. Okay, there's our holy site. That's a bit of extra era score for me. Let's get the pasture down here. Boost towards craftsman is done. Okay, so we could work on some holy site prayers. that would get me, what, 7, 8 points, I think, towards a great profit. I should be generating 1 per turn now, once we have the site up. No one else is working on it yet. So I would need to do this, like, 4 or 5 times, I think, for this to work. Might be better to go ahead and just grab the shrine. We'll get the extra faith, start working toward things like, let's say, a temple eventually, get more faith production, but also get those extra great profit points. Frick. There is, however, a scout. That is a problem. I wanted to save my gold and purchase a settler. Now I'm thinking what we need to do is purchase, like, a slinger or something and go see if we can kill this. I don't think we can kill this fast enough, but we're gonna have to try, right? Alright, let's do that. I mean, the alternative is I guess I could have just bought the shrine and started working on things like a settler instead. I guess now I'm glad I saved the money, because otherwise we'd have no way of responding to this in time. And as it is, I still don't think we're going to be able to respond to this in time. These guys are going to be a lot faster than me, but we can try to chase them down a little bit. Oh god, but they're already spawning everybody. Okay. Well, bugger. Yeah, Nazca is coming in to help. I actually think we might be okay here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some extra promotions up and running, and we're just going to farm this a little bit. I think we're okay. With Nazca's help, we can take this down with what I've got. All right, do we go for another settler, or do we go... No, we don't want to go for a campus, because I can only place down 1 more district, and we're working on currency. What I want is a settler, so I can then buy myself a trade route, and then boost up currency. That's what I want. Oh, hello, Arabia. Okay. No, you're not allowed to come and find my city. Where did we find you? Or who found whom exactly? I don't actually see you anywhere. Oh, they are right there. Okay, yep, found them. Okay, so they were nearby. Can I sell you some horses, Arabia? Yeah, we can get a little bit. 84 gold for 20 horses is acceptable. Just don't use those against me, but I need every little bit of cash I can get. Thank you kindly. In fact, I'm kind of wondering if I could just buy a settler right now. I totally could. You know what? We're already trading a settler, but let's just go ahead and also buy a settler. All right, we might as well. Where do I settle? Good question. Close to the volcano doesn't sound like a terrible plan. Could settle actually right here. It's actually pretty okay. It's got some pearls and some fish. Though, I like the idea of placing here better because it'll be easier to get the adjacency bonuses I want on things like my holy sites and my commercial hubs. That might be a stupid reason to do this. Could anything else work? I'd just be kind of risking whatever I place next to the volcano dying. I think I'll go with my gut and settle over here. With any luck, the volcano erupts, and these become valuable tiles. So we'll go ahead and settle right here. I'll be able to get those pearls pretty easy at some point anyway, I think. That lets me get my boost towards early empire and a boost towards sailing. Okay. Holy site, I think, is the immediate play. Of course, somebody's already built the pyramids, because even though there is no production on this map, somehow people have already been able to pull that off. We are the only character currently going toward a great profit. Okay, you know what? In this case, it is 100% worth, I think, spending the faith to get the great profit out fast so that we can get our religion and get our work ethic up and running in my capital. So we will do exactly that. Found a religion. What are we going to call this? I dream of water. No. You know what? Sand sucks. How's that? I don't like sand, all right? It's coarse and it's irritating and it gets everywhere. Work ethic. That's the one I'm looking for. Other options, of course, feed the world if we want to get ourselves more food would seem very, very attractive, and it is. Religious community for international trade routes maybe could be good in certain circumstances here. Choral music, I guess, if we were going for a culture victory, but this is just a no-brainer. This saves me so much trouble. And I think I'm actually going to go for a synagogue as well, just so we can double down hard on the faith. Or is that stupid? Would it be better to go for the mosques so that I have extra spreads on my missionaries and apostles and maybe have the option for a religious victory? You know what? I am going to go for the mosque. Just in case there is an option in the future to go for the religious victory, I'd like to have that. It will make my life a lot easier. Boom! We've got the religion. And all of a sudden, we have 11 production in my capital. 48 turns in. It shouldn't be very exciting, but I'm telling you, this is good. Also, we secured a golden age. Unexpected, but also very welcome. Holy crap, we're getting surrounded. We need to run. Okay, so we've got our settler. Question is, where do we go with it? We could head further to the west. I don't see a lot along the coast. Well, there's some science here that shouldn't be here. There might be a natural wonder. What do you think? Is there a Great Barrier Reef nearby? Might be. Could also head up here toward these rivers. That's okay. I don't see a lot exciting up over here. Not much down here either. I really want to go toward the wonder. The Wonder's the only place that's actually good, all right? It's got some food, it's got a lot of gold and a lot of culture. Like, this is just a no-brainer pick. I've got to get up here somehow. Do we go for it? Or is that stupid? I think we go for it. Don't get me wrong, it might still be stupid, but we are going to try. Ooh, barbarian in the way, though. If I go back, the barbarian warrior can catch me. If I move forward, I can get caught. I think I actually have to stay still and pray that someone can come to my rescue soon. Save me, Obi-Wan Kenobi! You're my only hope! All right, we're going to enter into that classical era, and I am getting a golden age. So unexpected. So very cool. This means I get access to monumentality. Now I can purchase civilian units with faith, and they're cheaper. So that's great. I have really good faith. I'm a very faithful guy, don't you know? This actually means I should be able to go over here, and we can purchase our trader for pretty cheap. Yeah. We can go up here. We can purchase a builder. Yeah. There's our trade route. That means we have currency. Okay. Perfect timing, because now I can get our Saguba. +5 right here is not a bad start, and that actually should turn this into a +7 for our holy site, which means we get extra production as well as the faith. This is where we have a comeback, all right? Right here, right now. This is it. And that was actually a really fast build, too. Okay, now everything is even cheaper. Plus, I should be able to purchase my market with faith, right? Well, I need 190 for that. All right, fair enough. So I don't need the market this exact second. What else could I use in the capital that would help? I mean, I need monuments and stuff. I don't have access to temples yet. We could get more military units, or I could just start pumping out more settlers. I think that this is still probably the right call. Let's go ahead and settle right there. Boom. Okay, that's more era score for me. We've got some defense. Let's take a quick look at our citizens. Yup, 6 gold for culture. That's pretty good, but I need to grow. That said, we're actually going to grow pretty fast just from virtue of having desert tiles around me. So no, actually, we don't need the oasis to grow. Surprisingly, this is already capped out. Okay, holy site. Where to place? Oh my god, it's worth +10 if we put it here. But I lose a really good time. I don't... Oh, no. No. This is just... no! It's so good, though! Maybe I could just, like, split the difference and go right here. Do you think? I mean, I feel bad losing a couple of culture, but I love the +8. That's going to turn into a lot of production. I'll place it here. I'm saving this tile. It's so good! Anyway, let's get that political philosophy. Pingala, you need a promotion. What do I need more of? Probably... Actually, probably culture. I really want to get my political philosophy running a little faster so I can get a governor. Not a governor, sorry, a government. Different thing entirely. Though not by much, to be honest. All right, trade route to Nazca would get me an extra envoy. Recruit a great scientist would get me suzerainty there. Saladin took Nazca? No, that's too good. You can't have that, no. Okay, we'll buy the markets so I can get the extra trade routes and stuff, save up like 1 or 2 more turns of faith, then get a trader that'll help speed things up and get more production up here. The faster we get the holy site, the better. There's my government. Okay, do we want to go for Classical Republic? I still think like that's probably the best idea, so we'll take it. And then make sure we get the production towards settlers for my capital. I need more influence for envoys, and beyond that, what else? I don't really know what else would be good for me right now, to be honest. Gold, I suppose. At least until anything better comes along. Would it be worth trying to get something like a preserve around our capital? Would that be an option for us? I actually don't ever really build preserves, like, literally at all. But Culture Bomb adjacent tiles increase their appeal by 1. Then you get the Grove, extra food and faith for adjacent unimproved charming tiles, or even more for a breathtaking tile. What kind of appeal am I looking at right now around here? Right now, this is charming. I can make it breathtaking. If I put a preserve, like, up here, or no, better yet, up, like, over here, that becomes really good, right? Or is that stupid and I'm overthinking it? I literally never mess with these. Let's get mysticism, though. I want to find out. We're about to get our next holy site online up over here. That's going to be great. There's the mysticism. Okay. Oh, gosh. All right. And if we get ourselves another... I need more population for this to work. Need a little bit of population, just a tiny little bit more to get it to 4. Then I can get myself my next commercial district. Granary might help. I'm surprised we don't have more production than this, to be honest. Is this telling me that literally all of my production is coming from this? No, I haven't got my religion here. That's the problem. Okay, hang on. I need to get a missionary, and I need to get these guys converted, because otherwise I'm getting no value out of these holy sites. And honestly, fair enough. You know, that's completely fair. Games and recreation, we'll definitely pick it up. If I could go for a Coliseum, that'd be great. I really doubt we'll be able to pull that off, but if we could, that'd be awesome. We met Geneva. I'm surprised no one else has met them. That's really weird, actually. How did we meet them? They're way up here. Huh? I've got no idea. Anyway, missionary, we need that. Get over here, get these guys converted. 16 turns is way too long. That's 16 turns of missing out on 6 production per turn in the city. Like, that's ridiculous. No. Missionaries are absolutely the right call here. We need to spread the news that sand sucks and everyone should hate it. There we go. Do we want to go for a wonder? You know, it would be kind of nice to get something like the Hanging Gardens, wouldn't it? I don't ever get to build wonders. That's the thing. But considering we should have a lot more production than most of the other AIs, I'm actually wondering if we could pull this off. 15% growth? It's a pretty sizable advantage. The Oracle would actually be better, though. More great people. Ooh. I would like more great writers. Remember, that's something we benefit from a lot in this game. If I could get this Oracle up and running, that actually would be very good. I've got serious doubts whether we can pull this off. The AI does like to go for the Oracle, but we could certainly give it a go. What do we go for next in our cities? Honestly, probably mathematics and start heading toward Petra. Gonna take a while, but there's a lot of cities out here where Petra would obviously be very useful. Our capital would benefit from it mostly. Desert hills are usually where you want to get a Petra. The more desert hills you have, the better. But we got a fair number. Heck, even over here, Petra could be pretty darn good. I mean, again, there's a lot of hills to go around. I would like to get a galley, if possible, just so I can get some era score and start exploring the coast. There might be some good stuff to know about over here. If I were even to go for a 5th city, where would I place it? It's a great question. I don't see very many good locations at all. Could settle down over here. There's an oasis, some ivory, some fish. I could maybe make something work out of this. Barely. I don't exactly know why some of the deserts over here are starting to produce some food. What is causing this? Why do some of the tiles suddenly have food? There's something I'm missing that we just changed. Huh. Weird. Whoa! Barbarians up over here. Lots of ships. No one else to kill, apparently. They just murdered my warrior. All right. I'm sitting on a lot of cash, and the problem is I don't really know what I want to do with it. That's what's kind of crazy here. Let's go ahead and get my next Saguba over here. We need as many of those up and running as possible. I should probably get drama and poetry to get the theater square, but feudalism's usually really good. Now that I think about it, though, we don't even have any farms. Not a single one. I guess it doesn't matter that much. What an unusual position to be in. Let's get researcher. I need the extra science. We're up to 13 and 22. Oh, man. What a treasure trove, huh? Let's get a swap over here to Corvée so I can get the extra production boost towards wonders, which would have been nice to have had a while ago, but we've been kind of working on some pretty long, nasty civics for a while, or maybe I just forgot to swap it and I don't want to admit it. I don't know, it's one of the two. Over here, I want to purchase a market with some faith, and then over here, I want to get a trader with some faith. Gosh, I love monumentality. This is amazing. And then using gold, I could go ahead and just purchase some monuments in places, because, well, you know, I'm kind of I'm kind of behind in everything, but now that I have my commercial hubs up and running, these things are pretty heftily discounted. In fact, forget building a shrine the old-fashioned way. Just buy it. Buying things is good for a lot of reasons. Not only is it, you know, in this case, going to be cheaper than going for production, but also it's instant gratification, right? I could have used production to build up the shrine, but now I get it 7 turns faster using gold at a better cost-effective ratio. This is the power of Mali. And we did get the Oracle. I'm absolutely shocked that we pulled this one off. Okay, that's good. Drama and poetry is done. Can we maybe get ourselves another district, or is it too early for that? We need 7 population. I'm not quite there. All right. Temple of Artemis? I mean, yes. Good if you had a lot of camps. I don't. I would only get a little bit of value out of this. 1 more amenity and +4 food and +3 housing. Alternatively, there is the Hanging Gardens. Alternatively, Apadana. Ooh. Yeah, there's a thought. But I also really need food. I'll buy a granary here using gold. Let's not worry about that. I don't know, actually. What would make sense here? Probably Apadana, believe it or not. Because the extra envoys eventually could allow us to take over Nazca. And I'm not kidding when I say these Nazca lines would be huge. We could get faith for any tiles with resources, plus we can get food for adjacent desert and desert hills after getting civil service, plus we can get production, and so on. Like, these can be ridiculously good. Like, this is a game-changing city-state right here. I have to have this, one way or another. By the way, we get our first great merchant, gain gold, and we annex a tile. I mean, okay. I guess I'll take one of these other really good tiles around the natural wonder. Sure. Let's get theology as our next civic. I know I'm going to want that. We don't need... Well, I guess we can leave this on here now, can't we? Yeah, and actually, wait. Petra. We're... one turn until Petra. Maybe I'll try building that over here somewhere else, though. Where can I get some decent production? There's enough desert hills around these two cities. Petra will be really good. Maybe I build it here. 25 turns is a long time. But oh man, would it be strong. And actually, if I place it like over here, I could swap it between my capital and the city as much as I need to, which would be hilarious. So let's just do it. The important thing is we get Petra, because it gives us one really, really, really good city. So what is over here? Oh, it's not the Great Barrier Reef, it's the Galapagos Islands. Just straight out science over here. A lot of science, actually. Huh. Settling down over here, weirdly enough, could kind of work in the sense that I could potentially get a decent amount of some food and science. It's not, like, outstanding. But I mean, if I, like, place, like, over here or something, I don't know. I mean, I can think of worse things. Hello, Arabia. I see that you decided to go ahead and start moving a settler in that direction. I don't think I approve of that. Maybe stay put. And what can I get over here, by the way? 100% Holy Site adjacency bonus. Does this also give me production? Because if it does, it's ridiculous. I don't know if it does, but that much faith is truly insane. So we'll give that one a go. This becomes worth... Oh my god, it's worth 14 production now. Oh! Okay. Okay. That card is staying in place forever. Let's see, we could buy a temple. This gets me some extra faith and such, which also means we can start getting our apostles up and a-running. Yeah, I think this is worth it. This now means I could get an apostle or two, eventually getting some upgrades for my faith. We need to make Sand Sucks a little bit better. Oh, also, I really need to get a new missionary over here. Make sure that we get the extra production, because this holy site's going to become ungodly useful. Let's go ahead and evangelize our beliefs. What do we want to add on to this? Great question. Extra money for every city, extra faith for every city, blah, blah, blah. What would help here? I could go for things like Holy Order and make missionaries and apostles cheaper, so it is easier for me to spread my religion and go for a religious victory. That's pretty good. I think this one is controversial, but I'm going to pick it up. It'll make it easier for me to continue evangelizing, because the next apostle costs only 215 of my faith, and I'm making 100 per turn. We are doing really well in faith and gold production right now. I know I'm terrible in science and culture, but, like, I've got a lot of resources at my beck and call here. So let's buy that apostle, nice and cheap. Next turn, we'll go for the next evangelism. Lots of crabs and stuff down over here, which is worth some money and stuff. It's pretty good. Also got another great merchant. Faith, a free copy of a luxury. Sure. Have we found any other continents? Yes, up over here. So if I can take this guy and get him all the way up into this continent, we might be able to get a luxury resource that I otherwise would really struggle to obtain. We still haven't met any other players aside from Arabia, by the way. We've got a very open area to work with. Again, it feels kind of weird that this keeps happening. Anyway, what other belief do I want here? Oh, gosh. Maybe just tithe for the money? Or we could double up on faith and culture. If I get theater squares going, we'll be able to get even more value out of these. I think the tithe is probably going to be better. That's not that far off of having, like, let's say, +1 production in every city. Kind of? Almost. I do think I'm going to get rid of some of the production in favor of some great writer points per turn now, by the way. Let's not forget that that is something I very strongly benefit from, and I've got absolutely nothing coming in yet. I need to grow a little bit more. Getting districts is going to be tough with this civilization on this map, just because getting up to 7 population is going to be difficult. Do I want to get Amani? Yes, I do, for a few reasons. We should be able to start trying to grab suzerainty of a few different places. Someone else is trying to grab Geneva right now, but if I went to, like, La Venta, for example, we would be able to get some era score. So that could be worthwhile. Like, let's just go ahead and start cycling around, do the Amani tour, so to speak, and then eventually I can park Amani here in Nazca and try to get a couple more envoys worth of control. And with that, plus getting things like I've already forgotten the name of this wonder, Apadana done, we should be able to snag Nazca. And with Nazca, and a lot of faith getting me a lot of builders with monumentality, we can start laying down the lines, and I'm gonna get stupid strong. Oh, of course we did just enter the medieval era, so I actually don't have a chance to get the era score I was hoping for. Well, darn it! So wait, you're telling me no more monumentality? Aw, man! Alright, fine. We could do a whole bunch of conversions to get some extra stuff, though. Sure, Exodus the Evangelists. We have apprenticeship, so this times out pretty well with the beginning of the medieval era, so I'm hoping I'm not that far behind a lot of people. Islam is spreading from the west, of course. Yeah, it is pretty typical that Arabia goes for a religious game. Still, it's fine. We hopefully can steal a few things, get some of that religious era score going, or maybe we could just go up here to Nazca and try to take this instead. What's some other tech that can make sense for me? I would like to find out if we have any niter. That would be nice. Outside of that, I mean, shipbuilding could be okay. I guess we should probably grab things like Celestial Navigation and Shipbuilding just in case that's useful to me at some point, but I'm not feeling super confident about that. Nobody wants to buy my darn ivory. I feel very sad about that. Oh, Dido. Hello, Carthage. No, you may not know where my city is, but would you like to buy some elephants? I hear you are a fan. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Could use my faith to get a mosque, which gets me even more faith, and we have more power from our missionaries. Let's do it. And in 3 turns, I'll grow so I can get a theater district, and we can start getting a little bit more value out of Nyani. And we did get Apadana. Okay, so now we get lots of envoys as we start building out these wonders, which means I could try to snag Nazca now, which I guess I will do. Thank you, that is mine. And now I just need to get myself some builders, which if we wait just a couple of turns, I could get serfdom. So we can get even more value out of our builders. And that means we get a whole load of those lines. Okay. Okay, and in 1 turn we can also go for our theater district. I really need to get things like government plazas, though. That's the problem. Oh, I really need to get things like this, though. We'll buy some more temples using our cash, so I'm going to use money to just get a lot of faith so I can get more stuff. We now have 142 faith coming in per turn and 107 gold right now. Dude, I call this pretty good. Really wish I had bought more settlers before monumentality went away, though. Should have done that. Didn't, but should have. Anyway, feudalism is done. We don't need this right now. I guess we do. We're still working on Petra, but let's go ahead and get the extra bonuses for builders. Then I can buy some builders over here. We get the Petra, which just turned this city into a really, really good city. Holy crud. And I really want to get this theater square. I really want it. I'm going to do it. I know I should get the government plaza, but I really want it. We need great works of writing. We're really good at those. And then if we pop over here, I can get myself Nazca lines, which nearby just produced faith on tiles. Okay. But we're working on civil service, so these should get more and more powerful, right? Yeah, we'll get food added to all of these tiles once I do that. Plus, yeah, okay, so there's all the extra faith. Okay, so right now we're just bombing faith in a few places, but we're going to get food and we're going to get production just for placing these on otherwise completely useless flat desert tiles. So we can add some faith over here, for example. This now just became a +1, 2, and 2 extra faith over there, and it's only going to increase in value. Yep, I like where this is going. This is working out. And all of a sudden, I actually think this game is looking completely winnable. We've got Petra, we've got Nazca, I've got some really good culture coming in now. We're behind on pretty much everything else, but I've got stupid amounts of faith and gold, a pretty good amount of culture. If I can just get great works of writing, we are heading toward going for either a culture or a religious victory. It just depends on which direction I want to press. But the world is our oyster, and this desert planet isn't looking nearly as scary as it was before. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're looking forward to the rest of this series as Molly on a Desert World. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.